Contact Zonies is a dog agility club in Phoenix, Arizona, with about 200 members. And they offer agility classes to the public and also serious competitors. So their mission is to promote training agility in a positive way and increase bonds between dogs and their owners. And if you're not familiar with dog agility, it's a sport where dogs and handlers race a course through obstacles, basically, and are timed for accuracy and completion of the course. So Contact Sony's shows a skin um, that shows well on desktops as well as tablets and phones. They want a responsive design because a lot of their members are at shows and they're looking up sites, other events, other shows, and they're very mobile people, basically traveling a lot. And so that was a feature the client specifically wanted. They asked that they can show well on tablets and phones. And since they're all volunteers, all volunteer group, they also wanted to be able to easily update it with news, future shows, events, articles, and resources for their members. So they wanted something flexible. So .NET Nuke was a very good fit for them. So we were glad to do it for them. And then next year they're hoping to add a module for exhibitors to register for classes or shows. And their entries for shows can run anywhere from 300 to 500 dogs and handlers. And it can, they really can get a lot of people at these shows. And it would be much easier to manage for them. It was a challenge working with an all-volunteer group to get content up, and we're still in the process of adding information and new features to the site. But we do have several new members that have joined, and their classes now have a waiting list. So it's been pretty successful for them.
Hey, fantastic! Glad to hear that. Yeah, I put on the sign here, and you could probably see it. Uh, I took a screenshot of the website shrunk down, and I would imagine everybody on the call knows this technique. It's a great little cheat technique, but maybe some of the folks that are watching this at a later point may not be aware of it. So I'll just share it. If you take your browser, and if it's not maximized on your screen, but rather only a portion of your screen, and then you shrink the width of it down, a responsive site um, should react immediately, and you should see things starting to shift. Um, if not, then shrink it down to what appears to you like the roughly the width of a an iPhone, or an Android phone, some smartphone, and then click refresh and see what the value is, because a responsive site is looking at the values that the browser is storing regarding the width of the screen, of the window that it's being drawn in, to determine how to display things. And in this case here, with you could see the Contact Zonies Agility title that's on the full width site is off to the left, and in the shrunken down version, it's shrunk down and centered, which is a great, which is what you want when you're looking at it on a phone, rather than it being the whole site but just shrunk down. So try to do the responsive skins. And now, of course, that 7.2 has it right out of the box. People will immediately see the benefit of having a responsive design. So thanks, Jill, for sharing about Contact Zonies.